According to Mundo Deportivo, Newcastle United are preparing an offer to sign Rafinha, and they will face competition from Premier League rivals Arsenal. The Gunners are prepared to pay £42 million for the Barcelona winger, and it remains to be seen where he ends up. Barcelona are going through financial difficulties, and they could be tempted to sell the South American winger this summer. Rafinha has done reasonably well since moving to the Blaugrana, but he is not an indispensable asset for them. Barcelona could look to cash in on him if a lucrative proposal is presented. Borussia Dortmund continued their pre-season preparations with a 2-2 draw against Villarreal on Tuesday, as 3 players made their debuts for the club. Late goals from Jamie Bino Gittins and Marcel Sabitzer helped Borussia Dortmund come from 2 goals down to rescue a 2-2 draw in their pre-season friendly against Villarreal on Tuesday. The Black and Yellows had fallen 2 goals behind in the first hour of this 40-minute contest in Austria, but they also showed a strong account of themselves going forward, especially in the second half of the game. New signings Pascal Gross, Jan Couto and Waldemar Anton made their Borussia Dortmund debuts on Tuesday, while the likes of Gregor Kobel, Nico Schlotterbeck, Gio Reyna and Emre Can also made their returns to the team. It's the transfer saga that has dragged on for weeks already, but we are approaching crunch time in United's pursuit of Matthijs de Ligt. With the Dutch international seemingly surplus to requirements in Germany, Ten Hag will be desperate to get the deal over the line this week so he can use the 24-year-old from the off. Ligt is likely to be straight in at the deep end to face Erling Haaland and co, with new signing Levioro, Johnny Evans and Lisandro Martinez picking up injuries in America. Diogo Dalot's involvement in Euro 2024 means there is no need for him to be risked though, with Aaron Wan-Bissaka having fought his way back into the frame at Old Trafford. Barcelona is set to sign Dani Olmo. A verbal agreement is in place after a key mission in Leipzig by Barca director Deco. The deal includes a €55 million guaranteed package plus €7 million in add-ons, with the main part being difficult to reach. Olmo has agreed to a 6-year deal valid until June 2030 and has expressed his desire to move to Barca. The 27-year-old had been a long-time target of Barcelona, with his father having made no secret of the player's desire to feature in La Liga at some point in his career. However, such an avenue now appears to have been closed off for the summer, with the Catalan side, despite their well-documented financial restraints, closing on. A move for Spain's Euro 2024 star Dani Olmo having verbally agreed an initial £47.5 million Syrian deal with RB Leipzig for the player. Interest from Fenerbahce in Turkey has been revealed in Ilkay Gundogan, who arrived last summer, and the response has been that Barcelona are open to a sale. The veteran German international costs nothing and has one of their larger salaries, but Gundogan has let it be known that he has no interest in leaving the club. MD say he is not particularly amused by all of the attention the idea is getting and has made it clear he has no intention of going anywhere. Bayern Munich are reportedly on the verge of signing Jonathan Tah to pave the way for Matthijs de Ligt to join Manchester United. United are said to have made a joint bid for Ligt and his club teammate Nasser Mazraoui. The German giant seemingly swiftly turned down that offer, though. However, the tide may soon turn in United's favour, with Bayern nearing a deal to sign a potential replacement. Barcelona's final stop in their preseason tour of the United States ended with a very entertaining 2-2 draw against AC Milan in Tuesday's friendly in Baltimore, despite a 4-3 defeat on penalties that ended the Blaugrana's unbeaten streak in PR season. But much more importantly than the result, Hansi Flick's side once again played an excellent match with and without the ball despite a couple of defensive breakdowns, but were generally the better team and continued to show very good signs under their new manager. Manchester City are selling Argentina international Julian Alvarez to La Liga's Atletico Madrid. Reports suggest the fee is around $82 million plus another $22 million in add-ons, making Alvarez Manchester City's record sale. It is also more than any of the other transfers so far this summer and would be Atletico's second most expensive signing ever, behind their signing of João Felix from Benfica in 2019. There have been comparisons to João Felix, who was bought by Atletico for a huge fee but has not lived up to his potential. Unlike Felix, Alvarez has already shown that he can perform at the highest level. Alvarez not only scored 19 goals but also got 13 assists last season. He did this while having to play across different positions to accommodate City's other star players. Chelsea completed the final leg of their tour of the United States on Tuesday evening in Charlotte, North Carolina, but they fell to a third defeat in 5 games, losing 2-1 against European champions Real Madrid in front of 62,000 people at the Bank of America Stadium. It means new coach Enzo Maresca has won only one of his 5 matches in the US, with the only victory coming against Mexican side Club America. They lost against Scottish champions Celtic and Premier League winners Manchester City, and drew against League One side Wrexham. Goals from Dani Ceballos and Brahim Diaz put Madrid 2 goals ahead before Nani Majdrouk have the deficit before half-time. Manchester United have switched their focus to a number of different midfield targets, including Sander Berge, Richard Rios and Martin Zubimendi, or they could even bring back Sofiane Amrabat after balking at Paris Saint-Germain's asking price for Manuel Ugarte. United have held exploratory talks with Monaco star Fofana as they seek a midfield acquisition. The club are working through a shortlist of names which includes PSG midfielder Manuel Ugarte, but the French club's asking price is currently deemed too high. The other names under consideration are Richard Rios, Sander Berge, Martin Zubimendi and Sofiane Amrabat of Palmeiras, Burnley, Real Sociedad and Fiorentina respectively. United captain Bruno Fernandes posted, "We'll be waiting and supporting you," while Rasmus Højlund commented, "Back strong my bro." Mason Mount, Ethan Wheatley and Hannibal Mejbri were among those to also support the defender. Euro's full Instagram post read, "This is not the start I wanted, but that's football. The operation went well. Thank you for your many messages of support. Now time for patience and rehabilitation work. See you soon, stronger." Arsenal still have the chance to kill 2 birds with 1 stone by acquiring the services of Brian Mbeumo from Brentford this summer. Mikel Arteta is keen to sign at least 1 forward before the transfer window closes, with an alternative option out of the right-wing favourite and versatility being an attribute that is favoured. The 24-year-old has been speculatively linked with the Gunners previously, as well as Newcastle and Liverpool, who are claimed to have shortlisted the Cameroon international as a potential Mohamed Salah successor. Barcelona will use the emergency injury rule to register new players, which allows them to use up to 80% of Araujo's salary for the period in which he is out. That 80% must then be paid back as an extra penalty on their salary limit next season, in the same way that Barcelona used Gavi's injury to register Vitor Roque. 10 players are waiting to be registered if Dani Olmo is included, with his signing set to be completed this week. Inigo Martinez, Vitor Roque, Pau Victor, Marc Casado, and returning loanees Eric Garcia, Ansu Fati, Pablo Torre, Alex Val, Julian Araujo and Ansu Fati are all yet to be included in their squad for next season. Merska said, "One of my first meetings with the squad was about the number of goals we conceded last year, with the defensive line being very high. It is something that we are trying to work on. Today offensively, once again, I think we were there because the patterns are there and we created chances. The problem has been defensively, and when I say defensively, I don't just mean the defensive line, all of the players." Although Barcelona gave their approval for the departure of the prodigious talent, Roque rejected an initial offer from Al Hilal as he is insisting on continuing to play in Europe. However, the Saudi giants didn't give up on their chance and bid. A second offer, which was once again turned down by the player, as revealed by Fabrizio Romano. Barcelona signed the 19-year-old in the summer of 2023 from Atletico Paranaense for €40 million. However, unfortunately for the Brazilian, his transfer did not work out as he only scored 2 goals in a total of 310 minutes played. West Ham have completed their 6th signing of the summer with the addition of Guido Rodriguez. The 30-year-old arrives on a free transfer, having left Real Betis at the expiration of his contract earlier in the summer, following 4.5 years in Spain. "I'm very happy to be here," smiled Rodriguez, who has signed a 2-year deal. "I feel like it's every footballer's dream to play in the Premier League, and I was very excited when I heard that West Ham were interested in me."